How could a man who dreamed of being a musician cause the deaths of 9 people without even touching them? How did he turn ordinary people into criminals hunted by the US government? What happened in his childhood that led him to this point? Welcome to the story of the failed musician who changed lives forever. On a fall day in Ohio, November 12, 1934, a 16-year-old girl ran away from her family because she wanted freedom. She gave birth to her first child, who entered life without a father, because his father left the area and never returned after learning his wife was pregnant. This is where Charles Manson's childhood begins, as his mother was married to another man while carrying him. Charles was neglected by his mother due to her alcoholism. At the age of 5, in 1939, Charles's mother and her brother took him outside the town, where they hit him with a bottle and stole his wallet, which contained only $27. When they were caught, his mother was sentenced to 5 years in prison. Charles moved to his uncle's house, where he was harshly punished for any small mistake because of their strict religious rules. After that, he moved between relatives and orphanages. After his mother got out, he experienced a few weeks of happiness, but things soon became worse than before. They moved between many cities and lived in different hotels, and his mother would leave him alone for hours. During this period, Charles began his criminal behavior. He skipped school, stole from shops, and tricked people to get money. He formed small gangs inside the school, manipulated other students, and stole their belongings. In 1947, at the age of 18, his mother could no longer control him. He was sent to the Guybolt school, which was like a prison. Leaving was forbidden, the rules were extremely strict, and he tried to escape several times but failed. After 10 months, he returned to his mother, who refused to take him back, and sent him to the school again. When he left there, he started moving around, stealing shops and small houses. He was caught in 1960, and in prison, he learned control and how to assert his personality. He met criminals from whom he gained experience and charisma. Instead of becoming a better person in prison, he learned how to control people. In 1967, he was released. Charles had no money, no home, no family. This is where he began forming the Manson family, and the only thing he owned was the obedience of his followers. He learned guitar and claimed to be a teacher and spiritual guide to attract followers. They began calling him the devil or Jesus, and some even said he was a god, as the family functioned like a cult. Charles encouraged heavy drug use to control his followers, and sexually abused women in the family. The family's crimes began attracting attention. In 1969, the first bloodshed planned by Charles occurred. Musician Gary Hinman, a member of the gang, was killed by one of them, Bobby Beausoleil. The reason was that Charles knew the musician had inherited a large sum of money and wanted to steal it. After the crime, Bobby Beausoleil wrote on the wall with the victim's blood. On August 8, 1969, one of the most notorious crimes of the family happened. The family entered the house of actress Sharon Tate, who was 8 months pregnant, along with 4 guests. She was stabbed 16 times after resisting them, and all the guests were killed. Charles killed 5 innocent people without touching them, only by planning. The reason for the crime was that before Sharon Tate moved into the house, it was occupied by a musician named Terry Melcher, who refused to cooperate with Charles musically. Charles took revenge on the innocent Sharon Tate, believing this crime would cause racial problems in America and possibly the end of the world. On August 10, 1969, things got out of control. Just one night after the Sharon Tate massacre, Charles ordered the family to go to the house of a man named Leno LaBianca. The Manson family broke into the house under Charles's planning and brutally killed Leno LaBianca and his wife. They wrote phrases like "death to pigs" and "helter skelter" on the walls and fridge with the victim's blood, ending the lives of a man and his wife without any guilt. The family began committing crimes without any reason. Planning a crime became a daily routine. The crimes occurred in the same period, and there were other crimes, all in less than a month. On October 12, 1969, Charles was arrested at the Barker Ranch, along with the gang, due to car thefts, and the police didn't yet know he was behind the murders. The investigation began when one of the members, Susan Atkins, boasted to her prison mate about killing Sharon Tate, and the detectives started connecting the victims to the family. In late 1969, Charles was fully exposed after Susan confessed to all the crimes. In 1971, Charles and 3 of his followers were sentenced to death. 1 year later, the Supreme Court of California banned the death penalty, and their sentence was reduced to life imprisonment. Charles died in 2017, behind bars when his heart stopped at the age of 83. His criminal name lived on to this day. Do you think Charles was a criminal by choice, or was he the result of his mother's neglect? The decision is yours, dear viewer.